أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome to Understand Al-Quran the Easy Way, Course 6, page 25 C and D, Ayah 162 up to 164. We covered 141 ayahs of Surah Al-Baqarah till QC5. In QC6, we started Juz 2. It have five pages, 23 to 27, and they will cover, inshallah, 35 ayahs. The next part, the second quarter, will cover 25 ayah. The third quarter will cover 30 ayah, and the fourth quarter will have 21 ayah. Thus, inshallah, we will complete 111 ayah of Surah Al-Baqarah in Juz 2. Then we will start the Juz 3. In Juz 3, the first quarter will have 21 ayah, and the next half quarter will have 13 ayah. In Juz 3, we will cover 34 ayah for Surah Al-Baqarah. Thus, we will complete Surah Al-Baqarah 286 ayah in Juz 3. Let's to revise the pointers for the page 23 and 4. The pointers for the page 23 are change of Qibla, change trial, change at your wish. People of book know it's right. Once again, change of Qibla, change trial, change at your wish. People of book know it right. The 24th page pointers are truth from Lord, face that side, blessing sent messenger, passion prayers dua. Truth from Lord, face that side, blessing sent messenger, passions prayer dua. So the brief pointers for the page 23rd are Qibla, trial, wish, no. Qibla, trial, wish, no. And for the page 24, the brief pointers, they are truth, face, messenger, passions. Truth, face, messenger, passions. So the first pointer for page 25 is Safa and Marwa, signs. Second, curse on the writers. Third, curse on the disbelievers. And fourth is signs of Allah. So let's to keep them on the finger. Safa and Marwa, signs. Curse on writers, curse on disbelievers, signs of Allah. Once again, Safa and Marwa, signs, curse on writers, curse on disbelievers, signs of Allah. In brief, the 25th page pointers can be Safa and Marwa, writers, disbelievers, sign. Safa and Marwa, writers, disbelievers, sign. Let's to go the third and the fourth pointer of page 25, because the first and second we have already covered. So the third pointer is curse on disbelievers, and the fourth is signs of Allah. So before we start and go in detail, let's to listen the recitations of these ayahs from a Qari. Let's to see the words coming in these ayahs and to identify them. Khalidina. Khalidina, look, Ya noun is telling it's an ism and masculine and plural and common noun because no alif lam. Fiha. Fi is a harf jar, followed ism majur ha, and fiha is a jar majur. And here you can see the majur ism can be have a fatha instead of kasra, because they zamair, they are mabni, they are all the three states are same. Ha ha ha. So it remained the same for the jar also. La is a harf. Yukhaffafu. The yukhaffafu is telling la is a simple for negation. If it was amr, there should be a change of sukun. So la yukhaffafu. Now consider the yukhaffafu. Ya is lamative mudari. If you remove the ya, the word is khaffafu. Four letter having a shad in the mid. So when the fail has four letter and shad in the mid, so which bab come in your mind? From which bab it should be then? Bab taf'eel, allama, pattern. So an is a harf jar, hum is a zamir ism, anhum jar majrur again. Al azabu, alif lam telling it's an ism. Next is waw. Waw is a harf, la is a harf, hum is a zamir ism. Yunzaruna. Yunzaruna, it's actually mudari, but it's starting with dhamma. When a verb of mudari start with dhamma, there may be four possibilities. Either it is mudari majhul, or it is from the bab taf'il, or it is from the bab mufa'ila, and the last reason is bab ifad. Let's to look it for the mudari maful. The mudari maful sign is that the first letter have dhamma, and before the last letter there should be a fatha. Look, the ya has dhamma, first letter. The last letter is ra. This one is the plural sign. They are not the verb part. So ra is the last letter. Before it is za, it have fatha. So it is mudari majhul. Yuf'alu. Yuf'alu is the pattern. The ya having dhamma, and before the last letter fa has the fatha. So it is fulfilling that criteria. So we say it's mudari majhul. Waw is a harf. Ilahu. Ilahu, it's a plural for alihat, just like ilah. Ilah is a ism. Is a zamir ism. Ism plus ism when come, it may be murakkabe idafi. Ilahun. Again, Alahun is a ism because tanween, the matan is here. Wahidatun. Wahidatun again is tanween. So look, Ilahun is a single. Wahidun is a single. Ilahun is a masculine. Wahidun is a masculine. Ilahun is a nakra, mean common noun. Wahidun is a nakra, common noun. Ilahun has the rafa and marfu. Wahid, they also have rafa and marfu. So in all four respects, when two ism, they are similar in gender, in number, in its kind, and in its status. We call they are murakkabe tawsifi. So it is murakkabe tawsifi. La is a harf, ilah. Now look, it is ilah is a noun, but having a fatha. When Allah lam come before such a noun which have fatha at the end, we call lae nafi jins. It is coming for the negation of the whole kind of that thing. So that is called lae nafi jins. The next is illa. Illa is a harf. Huwa is a ism because zamir. Ar-Rahmanu. Ar-Rahmanu is again is a ism. Ar-Rahim is a ism. If you compare them, both starting with alif lam, mean marfa, both are masculine, both are with the rafa state, and both are singular. Masculine, singular, rafa, and proper noun, so they also fulfill the condition of the murakkabe tawsifi. Inna is a harf. Fi is a harf jar. Khalki followed by after harf jar is ismi majrur. So khalki is a ismi majrur. But at the same time, the after khalki there is another ism coming as a majrur as-samawat. So we will say fi is a harf jar. Khalki is the ismi majrur for fi jarun. But at the same time, khalki is the mudaf because it's light and khafif. No alif lam, no tanween. And followed by a isme majroor which is mudaf ilayh. So khalqi samawati is the mudaf ilayh. Waw is a harf. Al-ardi is a ism. Of course is feminine. Waw is a harf. Ikhtilafi. Ikhtilafi is again is a ism and is majroor. Al-layli. Al-layli is again a ism. Waw is a harf. An-nahari again a ism and majroor. Waw is a harf. Al-fulki. Al-fulki is again a ismi majrur. Allati is a feminine. Tajri, tajri is the mudari verb and it's feminine. Tajri, anta tajri, hiya tajri. This is hiya tajri because before it, allati, the feminine ismi masula is coming. Fi is a harf jar, al bahri, alif lam telling it's an ism. Bima, bi harf jar, ma is a ismi masula because after harf jar there is always an ism. So here the ma is coming as a ism. We will say bima harf jar followed by ismi majroor. So jar majroor. Yanfau is a mudari verb. An-nasa, alif lam telling it's an ism. And of course it's plural because the singular is insan. Plural is nas. The next is waw. Waw is a harf. Ma. Ma is coming as a ism mawsula here. Anzala is a madi verb, 4 letter. So mazid fi babe ifal. Allah ism jalala ism. Min is a harf jar. Followed by ism majroor. As-samai. Min as-samai. Jar majroor. Min is a harf. Ma'in again ism majroor. Min ma'in jar majroor. Fa is a harf. Ahya. Ahya is a verb fail. We will look it into from which bab it is coming. B is a harf jar. He is a zamir ism. He jar majroor. Al-arda. Al-arda is a ism and is a feminine ism. Bada is a ism because it's zarf. Mauti is a ism majroor. When bada is a ism and it's a light, khafif, no alif lam, no tani, followed by a ism majroor. So we will say it's murakkab idafi. Murakkab idafi. Look, the ha is also a zamir and it can be in the shape of jar. So we can say bada is a mudaf, mauti is a mudaf ilay. At the same time, mauti is a mudaf for the ha zamir ism majroor. So there are two mudaf and two mudaf ilay in this structure. Waw is a harf. Ba'asa is a verb, 3 letter having fatah on first and last. Fi is a harf jar. Ha is a zamir ism majroor. Fiha jar majroor. Min is a harf jar. Kulli is a ism majroor. Min kulli jar majroor. Dabbatin, this tanwi in kasratain, that is telling it's an ism. Of course, it's feminine because round tired time. Waw is a harf. Tasrifi is an ism. Al-riyahi, alif lam telling it's an ism. Waw is a harf. Al-sahabi, it's an ism because alif lam. Al-musaqqari again ism. Baina is a ism. We have learned it in QC1. Mil as-samawati wa mil ma bainahuma. So there baina and huma we have studied. So it's a baina ism. As-samai ismi majroor. When ism plus ism come, we say mudaf. Because baina is a light, khafif, no alif lam, no tanween, so it can be mudaf. Because after it followed ismi majroor as-samai, so it's murakkab idafi. Of course, as-samai is a feminine. Waw is a harf. Al-ard is a again feminine noun. La is a negation. Ayati. Look, ayati is a plural because alif ta is coming in. So it's a feminine. Ayat is a feminine because with round ta. Plural is ayati. Okay. Li is a harf. Qawmi. Look, there is majrurism. Li is a harf jar followed by ismi majroor. Li qawmi jar majroor. Ya'qiluna. Again the mudari verb from akila ya'kalu. So let's have another look on the same ayahs. Inna is a harf. Allazina is a ismi masula. Kafaru, that is a mudari verb. Wa is a harf. Matu is a the madi verb. We have not studied this part. We have started from here. Khalidina was ism, masculine and plural and common noun. Fi is a harf. Ha is a zamir ism. La is a harf. Yukhaffafu is the mudari verb of babe taf'il. An is a harf. Hum is a zamir ism. Al-azabu is a ism. Waw is a harf. La is a harf. Hum is a zamir ism. Yunzaruna is the mudari majhul. Pu ila pattern. Waw is a harf. Ilahu is a ism. Kum is a zamir ism. Ilahun again a ism. Wahidun a ism. La is a harf. Ilah actually ism, illa is a harf, huwa is a zamir ism, ar-rahmanu is a ism, ar-rahimu is a ism. Inna is a harf, fi is a harf, khalki is a اسم here. السماوات اسم وإذا حرف الأرض اسم وحرف اختلاف إذا اسم الليل إذا اسم وإذا حرف النهار إذا اسم وإذا حرف الفلك إذا اسم التي إذا feminine اسم موصولة تجري إذا مضارع verb feminine في إذا حرف البحر إذا اسم بي إذا حرف ما is coming as اسم موصولة اسم ينفع the مضارع verb الناس اسم وإذا حرف ما is coming as اسم موصول اسم أنزل is a ماضي verb from باب فعل الله اسم جلالة اسم من is a حرف السماء is a اسم feminine من is a حرف مع is a اسم موصول أطفاف is a حرف أحياء is a ماضي verb from باب فعل we will see the B is a حرف جر he is a ضمير اسم جار مجرور الأرض is a ism and proper noun and feminine. Bada is a ism. Mauti ism. Ha is a zamir ism. Wa is a harf. Basa is a madi verb. Fi is a harf. Ha is a zamir ism. Min is a harf. Kulli is a ism majroor. The batin again the ism majroor. Waw is a harf. Tasrifi. Tasrifi is a ism. Ar-riyahi again a ism. Waw is a harf. As-sahabi ism. Al-Musakhiri ism, Baina is a ism, it's a zarf, As-Samai ism and feminine, Waw is a harf, Al-Ardi is a ism and feminine, La is a harf, Ayat is a feminine plural ism, Li is a harf, Qawm is a ism, Yaqiluna is a mudari verb. So let's to see the translation of these ayah. Verily those who disbelieves and die while they are disbelievers, it is they whom is the curse of Allah and of the angels and mankind combined. They will abide therein under the curse in hell. Their punishment will neither be lightened, nor will they be reprieved. And your law, ilah, God is one ilah, God. La ilaha illallah. Huwa, there is none who has the right to be worshipped but He, the most gracious, the most merciful. Really, in the creations of the heavens and the earth, and in the alterations of the night and day, and the ships which sail through the sea with that which is of the use of mankind, and the water rain which Allah sends down from the sky, and make the earth alive therewith after its death, and the moving living creations of all kinds that He has scattered therein, and in the veering of winds and the clouds which are held between the sky and the earth, are indeed ayah, mean the proofs, or evidence and signs for people of understanding, mean the wise peoples. Let's to look the lesson learned from these ayah. The curse of Allah, angels and people is always on the disbelievers. They will not reduce the punishment of respite. Verily, your God is one, and He is glorious and merciful. The creations of the earth and the sky, the alterations of the day and the night, the sailing of boats in the seas, the rain from the sky, the movement of winds and the clouds, there are signs in it for the wise. Look the new words in each line. Sifr, sifr, 1, sifr, 1, sifr, 4, 1. On average, less than 1 in each line. Alhamdulillah. Let's to preach for the word for word and the phrase for phrase translation and the explanation. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Khalidina, they shall abide forever. Fi, in ha, it. La, neither. Yukhaffafu, will be lightened. And from whom them. Al azabu, the punishment. wa and la nor whom they yunzarun will be reviewed. Wa mean and ilah mean God. Your ilahun is God, wahidun one. La no, ilah God, illa except or but huwa he. Ar-Rahman the most beneficent. Ar-Rahim the most merciful. Inna mean verily. Fi mean in khalki creations. As-samawat the heavens. Wa and al-ard the earth. Wa and ikhtilafa the alterations. Al-layli of the night. Wa and an-nahari the day. Wa and al-fulki the ships. Allati which tajri sail. Fi through al-bahar the sea. Be mean with ma that which yanfa'u benefits an-nasa mankind. Wa and ma what anzala sent down Allah mean from as-samai the sky mean of ma'in water mean the rain. Fa then ahya made alive bihi therewith al-ard the earth bada after mautiha its death. Wabasa and scattered fiha therein mean of kulli all kinds the batin of moving creatures watasrifi and in varying الرياح the winds والسحاب and the clouds المسخر which are controlled baina between as-samai the sky wa and al-ard the earth la ayatin indeed prove signs liqawmi for the people yaqilun who understand. Let's to have the explanation of this part. Meaning of these believers to deny, not to believe, to ungrateful, to hide. Have all meanings can be correct depending on the occasion. 4 punishment for the disbelievers: the curse of Allah, the angels, and the pupils, and eternal hell, no reduction in punishment, and no reply. This verse is very important in subject of belief of Tawheed. In this, the address is actually to the polytheists of Makkah. They believed that such a large system of universe could not be maneuvered one Allah alone. That is why they had made different idols for different matters. Even today, if not verily, but in particular, some Muslims are also guilty of the same thing. Real knowledge of Allah is not blessed due to such actions, so it is necessary to avoid it. Let's to take a hadith here. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. An Muaz bin Jabal قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يا معاذ أتدري ما حق الله على العباد؟ قال له ورسوله أعلم. قال أن يعبدوا ولا يشرك بشيء. أتدري ما حقه عليه؟ قال الله ورسوله أعلم. قال أن لا يعذبهم. Narrated by Muad bin Jabal, the Prophet ﷺ said, O Muad, do you know what Allah's right upon his slaves is? I said, Allah and his souls know best. The Prophet said, the worship him alone, Allah, and to join none in worship with him, Allah. Do you know that their right upon him is? I replied, Allah and his absolute knows best. The Prophet said, not to punish them if they do so. So, the 8 arguments on the Tawheed Bari Ta'ala exist. First, creating the majestic sky without pillars. Secondly, creating the earth in such a way that it provides for the heads of all the creatures living on it, in it, the successions of the day and the night. the movements of ships in huge and turbulent seas, rain from the sky that revives the dead earth, establishing the cycle of birth and the reproductions in every living thing, and spreading them over the entire surface of the earth, creating a change in the directions of the winds and manipulating the clouds at will. All these tasks are those which none but Allah can do. Then that are the other tasks for which Allah needs to godness or gods. Explaining the above matters, he said that there are other signs in the universe for those who medicate it and have the intellect. Let's to have the lessons once again. The curse of Allah, angels and people is always on the disbelievers. They will not reduce the punishment of the spy. Verily, your God is one, and He is glorious and merciful. The creations of the earth and the sky, the alterations of the day and night, the sailing of the boats in the seas, the rain from the sky, the movement of the winds and the clouds, there are signs in it for the wise. Let's to pray. O Allah, grant us the ability to firmly adopt the belief of Tawheed in all situations and protect us from all forms of the shirk. And make a plan. God willing, I will meditate on the signs of the Allah spread throughout the universe so that my beliefs about Allah are correct and in accordance with the Quran and the Sunnah. Asma, kafir, plural is kuffar. Malk, plural is malaika. Insan, plural is nas. Khalid, plural is khalidun, khalidin. Ilah, plural is aliha. Sama, plural is samawat. Al-ardu, plural is aradi. Laylun, plural is liyalin. Al-fulku, plural is al-fuluk. Bahar, plural is bahar or abhar. Bihar and abhar. It's have two plural. Ma, mia. Dabba, dawabun. Rih, riha, riyah. Sahaba, sahab. Ait, ayat. Now the three letter sound verbs coming on the pattern of fataha, nasara, daraba, samya. Kafara, yakfuru, ukfur. Kafirun, makfurun, kufrun. Kafara is the root letter, babis, nasara. La'ana, yal'anu, il'an. La'inun, ma'lunun, la'nun. Lam and nun is the root letter, babis, fataha. Khalada, yakhludu, ukhlud. Khalid dash khulud. So, or khul, it have two masdar. Khalam dal is the root letter, babis, nasara. The next one is nazara, yanzuru, unzur. Nazirun, manzurun, nazrun. Nun zadra is the root letter, babis, nasara. Khalaka, yakhluku, ukhluk. Khalikun, makhlukun, khalkun. Khalam kaf is the root letter, babis, nasara. Nafa'a, yanfa'u, infa. Nafiun, manfun, nafun. Nun fa'in is the root letter, babis, fatah. Next is akala, yakulu, ekal. Akilun, makulun, aklun. And kaf lam is the root letter and babis, daraba. Mata, yamutu, mut. Mayyad dash maut. Mim wauta is the root letter, babis again nasara. Jarra, yajri, ijri. Jarin, majrun, jiryanun. Jim raya is the root letter, babis, samia. Ba'asa, yab'asu, bus. Ba'isun, mabusun, basun. Ba'asasad is the root letter, babis, nasara. Now the mazid verbs coming on a pattern of allama, hasaba, aslama, ikhtalafa, istaghfara, tadabbara, tara, daras, and inkalaba. Among them is خفف يخفف خفف مخفف مخفف تخفيف. خفف is the ruler verb is تفعيل pattern is علم. اختلف يختلف اختلف مختلف مختلف اختلاف. The خالم is the ruler verb is افتيال. أنزل ينزل أنزل منزل منزل إنزال. نون لام is the ruler verb is إفعال. أحيا يوحي أحي موهن موهن إحاهن. حيا is the ruler and verb is إفعال. صرف يصرف صرف مصرف مصرف تصريف. It is صاد رافع is the ruler verb is تفعيل. Next is سخر يسخر سخر مسخر مسخر تسخير. That is sin khara is the root letter and bab is tafhil. Now we have to find the murakkabe jari. Yes. Please start murakkabe jari.
عليهم
Okay. Alayhim.
فيها
Fiha.
عنهم
Anhum.
في الخلق
Fil khalki.
في البحر
Fil bahri.
بما
Bima.
من السماء
Min as-sama.
من السماء من الماء من ماء
Ma'in.
من ماء
به
من كل
Of course.
من كل به
كل
من كل
فيها
Fiha.
فيه
Yes.
فيها
Min kulli some
من
said.
That is
لقوم
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 Oh, me. Somebody said.
لقوم
Okay.
قوم
So now we will say murakkab tawsifi. Try to find out some
إله واحد
ilahun wahid, of course.
الرحمن الرحيم.
Alful kallati.
How
This is
about الرحمن الرحيم?
sahabul musakhari. Okay. The next one is murakkab shari. If you can find some.
Oh,
No one. What? Okay. Now murakkab idafi.
لعنة الله
Yes.
إلهكم
Yes.
اختلاف الليل والنهار
Khalqus samawati. Khalqis samawati.
اختلاف الليل
اختلاف الليل. Yes. موتها.
موتها بينما كل
كل
دابة
دبات
الرياح
تسري
بين
الريح.
السماء
بين السماء.
Okay, find out جملة اسمية.
إن الذين كفروا
هم كفار
Okay.
هم كفار
عليهم لعنة الله
Yes.
عليهم لعنة الله.
Actually, it is أولئك عليهم.
أولئك نعم.
أولئك can be the
إلهكم
مبتدأ
إله
because
إلهكم إله.
هم ينذرون. هم is a ism. It can be a مبتدأ. You said إلهكم إله واحد. Yes.
هو الرحمن الرحيم.
Yes. هو الرحمن الرحيم. هو is a ism can be a مبتدأ.
إن في خلق
في خلق السماوات والأرض
Inna fil
إن في
khalqi samawati. Yes. Inna and kana, they all are also jumla ismiya. The jumla of inna and kana is always Jumla ismiya. Okay.
Yeah. اختلاف الليل اسم
La ayati. Okay. What's about the jumla failure?
كفروا وماتوا.
Kafaru, yes. Matu, yes.
خالدين فيها.
Yukhaffafu. Actually, yukhaffafu is a fail. So it's a murakabe. Is coming the jumla failure.
ينظرون.
ينظرون.
Yes, yunzarun is a fail. So it can be murakab. For the, it can be the jumla failure.
خلق السماوات. خلق السماوات.
تجري.
Tajri is a verb.
ينفع.
How about خلق
ينفع.
السماوات?
Khalki is a ism. So it can't be the jumla failure.
Oh, نعم.
If it was khalaka, khalaka,
نعم.
that is a word. It is not khalaka, it is khalki, khalq.
إيه نعم.
Khalaka yakhluq,
ينفع.
khalikun,
ينفع
makhluqun,
الناس.
khalqun. So khalqun is a
نعم.
ism. Okay.
ينفع الناس.
ينفع.
Yes,
أنزل.
yanfa'un nasa, yanfa is a verb.
أنزل.
أنزل
Anzala is a
الله.
verb. Yes, it can be a jumla failure.
بس فيها.
أحيا.
Ahya, yes, of course. Ahya is a verb. It can be ahya bil ard.
بس.
بس فيها.
Fabasa fiha min kulli dabbatin is a jumla failure.
يعقل.
يقولون.
Yaqiluna is a verb. So all the verbs, they can be jumla failure. The next is you have to find out mu'arrib asma. Mu'arrib asma, which can have
الذين.
three straight. Yes. Kuffar, yes.
فار.
لعنة.
لعنة.
Lanatu, yes.
الله والملائكة.
Jalala, al malaika,
الناس أجمعين.
الناس. الناس.
ajmaina,
العذاب. خالدين. العذاب.
ardina, yes.
العذاب.
Al-azabu,
إله.
إلهكم.
yes.
إله.
Ilahu,
إله واحد.
إله واحد.
and wahid.
إله.
الله الرحمن
Yes,
الرحيم.
course. Ar-Rahim.
السماوات والأرض.
السماوات والأرض.
خلق.
Khalki is also as-samawati, al-ardi, yes.
اختلاف الليل
اختلاف.
Al-ikhtilafi, al-layli. But al-ikhtilafi has come here as a majroor ism. So layli is also majroor, but ikhtilafi cannot be in that category of mu'arrab.
Why, sir?
النهار الفلك.
Al-nahar, yes. Al-fulki,
البحر.
al-bahari,
الله.
al-nas.
الناس.
Allah ismi jalala, of course.
السماء.
Yes, as-samai,
ماء.
ma'in,
الأرض.
al-ard, yes.
موتي بعد.
Mawti, yes. Bada is not a isme mu'arrab, it is a zarf, it has a different status.
Sir, why اختلاف is not مرب?
Ikhtilafi, ikhtilaf, ikhtilafu, ikhtalafa, ikhtalafa, غير منصف. Okay.
Sir, maybe on افتعال, pattern of افتعال, افتعال, it must have tanween in the end.
I'm not sure about that. Okay,
It's
Nabbati,
مضاف here, which
Tasrif,
الرياح.
Al-Riyahi, As-Sihabi,
السحاب. مسخر.
Al-Musakhari, maybe As-Samai,
الأرض. الأرض.
Al-Ardi, La
آيات.
Ayat. Okay. And now come to the Asma'i Mansub, Mabni Asma, Mabni, which have the three straight same. Just Allazi, Allazi.
أولئك.
So Allazi itself is the mabni, because it's have all the three same.
Ulaika.
أولئك
Hum is also,
هم
because all the zamair they are mabni.
كل ضمائر
Ulaika, yes, you said that is
على
also. And
حسبهم
alayhim, in again him is there, that is also mabni.
ها مبني فيها
Ha. Fiha.
Fiha, in that ha is actually the mabni, fiza or fijar.
An.
عنهم
Yes, hum is a zamir, so all zamair they are mabni.
هم
Walahum. Hum.
Hum is
هم
yes.
هم
Kum. Ilahu.
Yes,
Ilahukum.
hum is
هم
also a zamir, all zamair they are mabni.
هو
Huwa.
Yes, of course.
هو
Illa and huwa, he has taken the
لا
both.
وهو
Okay.
اللاتي
Allati, of course, all the ismi masula they are mabni except the tasniya.
Ma.
ما
Ma.
Ma,
ما
yeah,
منصولة
yeah, of course, ma is a masula, ismi masula, when it's come, they are mabni.
Again ma.
Yes, ma,
again ما
again,
هي به
Ada.
mautiha, ha is
به
yes, fiha, ha is
وبه
there, bihi, yes, he is a one of that,
بين
baina, baina, let's check.
مورا مسكر
So they were all mabni. Next come ghair munsarif asma.
Al malaikati.
الملائكة
Oh, al malaikati we took in the mu'arrib,
أو مؤرب
counted in mu'arrib. So there was no ghair munsarif. Let's go for the ma'ruf. And mean the marfu, those showing that dhamma are in place of dhamma coming.
كفروا
Kafaru is a verb, not a ism.
اسمها
Kufarun,
كفار
yes, it's showing
كفار
Lanatu.
dhamma.
لعنته
Lanatu, yes, showing dhamma.
Azabu.
عذاب
Al-azabu, yes.
Ilahu.
إله واحد
Yes, ar-rahim, ilahun and wahid, both are marfu isma.
okay
Allah isme jalala, yes. Ilahukum,
أهو
again. Ilahum wahid,
الله
again. Ar-rahman, they all were marfu asma. Now find out the mansub asma, showing the fatah. Khalidina, baina,
Ilaha.
ayati, an-nasa, al-arda, bada, majrur asma, showing the kasra.
Allahi. Al
Alayhi,
malaikati.
alayhim, him is majrur because harf jar is before it. Allah, isme jalala majrur because it's coming as a mudaf ilayhi.
Al
ملائكة
malaikati.
Al
An-nasi.
malaikati because it's coming
الناس
as a majrur.
الناس
An-nasi ajma'in.
Anhum, hum is a coming due to an
اسم
harf jar. Fi khalqi,
خلق
due to
خلقه
harf jar. Ilahukum,
إلهكم
It's murakkab idafi. So mudaf ilayhi is always majroor.
فيها
As-samawati, al-ardi, an-nasi,
الناس
al-jma'ina.
إن
Fiha, ha is majroor because harf jar is there. Al-ardi,
النهار الفلك
kafi, al-layli,
الذي
al-nahari,
الفلك
al-fulki,
البحر
al-bahri.
بما
Ma, yes, due to harf jar.
من السماء من الماء
As-samai,
الماء
yes, min ma harf jar. Bihi harf
به
jar. Moti due to harf this mudaf ilay.
فيها
Harf jar. Min kulli
دابة
harf jar. Dabbatin coming as a mudaf ilayhi.
تصريف الرياح
As-sihabi,
السحاب
al-musakhiri,
السماء
as-samai,
الأرض الآيات
qawmi. So that was all concerned with the today's lesson of the Quranic part. Let's to proceed the grammar. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Welcome to Understand Al-Quran the Easy Way, Course 6. I don't understand this language. Please stop it. So we will study Murakabat. We know grammar has two parts. Sarf, making the words from the letters. From the root letter, you make so many words in the tables. The Madi, Mudari, Amr, Fa'il, Maf'ul, Fi'il, etc. Today's lesson, we will study Jumla Shartiya, that is the conditional sentence. Asma'i Mushtaqat, the derived nouns. So let's start with the Jumla Ismiya or Shart, Jumla Shartiya. Shart, what is shart? Relating happening or not happening one task with the other is called shart. For example, if you work hard, will succeed. Mean it is bound. If you work hard, then you will succeed. If you don't work hard, you will not succeed. So that is the shart. In tahidu tanja, if you work hard, you will succeed. Jumla Shartiya has three parts. One is called Ada Shart, means the conditional letter. Second called Failul Shart, mean the verb of condition. Third is called Jawabul Shart or Jazaul Shart, the answer of the condition. Let's to first look the Adwatul Shart. Adwat is a plural of Ada, and its meaning is to ala, tool. It acts as a tool. Here, the word advat is especially used for in place of asma shar or haruf shar, because some of them are asma, some are haruf. Adat shars are of two types. One is called jazima, giving the jazm. Second is called ghair jazma, not giving the jazm. Now, adat shar jazma, they may be a harf, just like in, harf shar, or it may be asma, just like man. Man means who, ma, what, mahma, whosoever, mata, when, ayana, when, aina, where, ainama, where, anna, where, haysuma, wherever, kaifama, like, ayu, whose. So they are called asmae jazma adai shart. When they come, they put the condition. At the same time, they put the verb into jazm. They put a sakun on that. Now, adat shart jazma, in that situation, fail shart and jawab shart are called fi mahalle jazm. When there is a dai shart jazma, we call the fail shart and jawab shart, they are fi mahal jazm. They may not be showing the jazm sukun, but they are in place of jazm. After adai shart jazma, the failul shart and jawabul shart come the state of jazm. If no fail mudare in the fail shart and jawab shart, in that situation fail shart and jawab shart are called fi mahalle jazm. Now the adai shart ghair jazm, which does not make a sakun or jazm. They may be ism harf. Among the ism, they are iza, when, lamma, when, kullama, whenever. Among the harf, law, mean if, lawla, if not, lawma, if not, amma, who. So they are ghair. When they come, they make the condition. They don't change the verb. They don't give the jazm or sakun to the verb. Now, Jumla Shartiya has three parts. One is called Adai Shart, just like in, mean if. And second called Failul Shart, just like in Tazahab, if you went. Then come the Jawabul Shart, just like Azhab, I will go. Now the Jumla Shartiya has three parts. Adai Shart, Failul Shart, Jawabul Shart. Adai Shart may be Jazima or Ghair Jazm. It may be harf, may be ism. And then failul shart and jawabul shart, if the harf shart ada is jazma, the verb will become sakin, jazim. If a tazhabu, it becomes tazhab. Azhabu become azhab because in has acted. It's a double chopper. So it had act on the two verbs at the same time. Adat shart ghair jazma, after the fail shart and jawab shart don't come in the state of jazm. They don't change. Adat shart, for example, in, after, law are original for the shart. Rest words come sometimes for shart, at times come part of the shart. Shart will always be jumla failiyah. And jawab shart may be jumla failure or may be jumla ismiya. So this is also a rule. Normally the shart is always jumla failure, followed by maybe jumla failure or maybe jumla ismiya. Fa jaziya. Fa also come as a jaziya, giving the jazm. Enters on in three ways: shartul jaz or jawabul shart. Fa is mandatory at 10 places. Fa at 2 places coming or not coming, both are correct. And fa at 2 places coming is forbidden. So let's to see fa jazaiya for 10 places where the fa is mandatory. One jumla ismiya, when jaza is jumla ismiya, there will be fa. Just like faman sakulat muwazinuhu faulaika humul muflihun. Look, after fa, ulaika is muftada, hum is the fa'il, al-muflihun is coming as a khabar. So it's jumla ismiya. When the jumla ismiya is coming, there a fa is mandatory. That is the one place. Second, when jaza is fi'l amr, just like فَإِذَا قَرَأْتَ الْقُرْآنَ فَاسْتَعِذْ بِاللَّهِ مِنَ الشَّيْطَانِ الرَّجِيمِ. Istaz is amr, fi'l amr. So the jawab is coming as a fi'l amr. So there is a fa. Fa is mandatory. The third where the fa should come or must come is fi'l amr. Another example, just like فَإِنْ عَلِمْتُمُوهُنَّ مُؤْمِنَاتٍ فَلَا تَرْجِعُنَّ إِلَى الْكُفَّارِ. La tarju, it's actually nahi. It's amru nahi. When the amru nahi come, that also required a fa for its completion. When jaza is dua, mean prayer. In akramtani fa jazakallahu khaira. If you respect me, Allah will give you its reward. Now, this is a prayer. Jazakullah is a prayer. So fa is coming. So these are the 4 places. The next one is 5th one, when fail mazi with kad comes. When the fail mazi with kad come, we have to put the fa. Just like wa in yukazzibuka faqad kuzzibat rasulun min qablika. Here the kad is coming in the answer. So fa is mandatory. The 6th place is jawab shart, when wa in kana kamizu kudda min dubran fakazabat wa huwa min al sadiqin. Fakazabat. This is a jawab shart coming as a sentence mazi. So fa is there. Jaza fail mazi manfi. When jaza is coming as a negation in the madi, the fa is mandatory. وَإِن لَمْ تَفْعَلْ فَمَا بَلَغْتَ رِسَالَتَهُ. Ma balagta is coming as a mazi, and ma is coming for the negation. So it's a negative sentence of the mazi. So fa is mandatory. The next one is jaza fail mudare seen. When the jaza is coming with the fail mudare with seen and sofa, fa is there. فَإِنْ إِسْتَقْرَ مَكَانُ فَسَوْفَ تَرَانِ. Sofa. So, seen or sofa, they are come before the mudare. So, they need fa. So, they are 8. The 9th one is when jaza is fail mudare lan nasiba. When the lan nasba is coming, we know the nasba, they are the hammer letter. Lam, lamma, lame, nahi, and lan. So, وَمَنْ يَبْتَغُ غَيْرَ الْإِسْلَامِ دِينًا فَلَنْ يُقْبَلَ مِنْهُ. Look, lan yukbala. It is yukbalu. Due to lan, it has become yukbala. So, for this sentence, which is starting with lan, we need a fa. The 10th position where the fa is mandatory is just fail jamid. When jaza is fail jamid, just like in tubdu sadqati fa ni'ma hiya. Nema is actually isme jamid. So here fa is required. So these were the 10 places where fa is mandatory. Fail jamid and other, what are the examples of fail jamid? Just like laisa, baisa, ni'ma, they all are the fail jamid. Now the 2 right places where fa jazia may or may not come. That is when the jaza is fail mudare musbat, mean positive. وَمَنْ كَفَرَ أُمَّتُهُ قَلِيلًا. In first example, say ummatuhu qalila is a positive sentence, mudare. So fa is coming. But in tansurullah yansurukum, here no fa is coming. Though yansurukum is a positive mudare, but no fa is. So fa may or may not be, that is one place. Second, jaza fail mudare manfi. When fail mudare is manfi, you may bring the fa, you may not bring the fa. Just like man ja bisayyati fala yujza illa mislaha. Look, la yujza, la is a negation, yujza mudare, so is mudare negative, fa is there. But on the other hand, wa in tad'um ila al-huda la yattabi'ukum, yattabi'u la yattabi'u, negation of mudare, but no fa. So these are the 2 states where you may use the fa or may not use the fa. Both are correct. Now the 2 places where fa is forbidden, should not be used. One is when jaza fail madi musbat with outcut. Just like in ahsantum li anfusikum. Look here, no kad has came. So without kad, madi verb ahsantum is a madi verb. So no fa is there. Second, jaza fail mudare manfi with lam. Just like man lam yashkur insana lam yashkurullah, lam yashkurullah, no fa is there. Because lam take the meaning of the mudare into past negations. So these are the 2 places where fa is forbidden not to be brought not to be used. Fail mazi musbat without cut, and fail mudare manfi with lam. Now, the haruf shart law and lawla. If law for the negations of the jawab shart when condition is not present. Law is brought when there is condition not there, but it is negation. That law kana fima alihatun illallah la fasadat. So before law there is the sentence missing. Condition is missing. So law has been used. Lawla for the negation of the jawab shart when condition is present. When there is condition is present, then we can use a lawla. Just like lawla fadlullahi alaykum wa rahmatul kuntum minal khasirin. So here the jawab shart is the condition is present, so lawla has been used. Now asma'i mushtaqat. What are they? Basically, ism are of three types. One is called ism jamid, second is called ism masdar, third is called ism mushtaq. So what they are, let to look. Ism jamid, such a ism which is not made from any word or no word is derived from it, like kalmun, kursiyun, rajulun, waladun. They are as such used or coming from the beginning. No word is derived from them, or they are not derived from some any other word, so they are called isme jamid. Second is isme masdar, such a ism which is name of work. From isme masdar many asma'i mushtaka are derived, just like fathun, nasrun, darbun, sam'un, tasbihun, mujahadatun, they all are ismi masdar. When you make a table, 6 key, you say fa'ala, yafalu, ifal, fa'ilun, mafulun, failun. So failun is the masdar. You say nasara, yansuru, unsur, nasrun, mansurun, nasrun. So nasrun is a masdar. Fataha, yaftau, ifta, fatun, maftun, fatun. Fatun is a ism, masdar. Daraba, yadribu, idrib, daribun, madrubun, darbun. Darbun is a masdar. Samia, yasmo, isma, samin, masmun, samun. Samun is a masdar. So is the same with the others. So isme mashtaq, such a ism which is made from the masdar. Asma'i mashtaqs are 7 in number. There are 7 types. First is called isme fa'il. Just like zalimun, nasirun, fatihun, sami'un, daribun. What we do? We add alif after the first letter of the fail, it becomes the isme fa'il. Just like, for example, zalama, add alif, zalimun. Nasara, add alif, nasirun. Fataha, add alif, fatihun. Samia, add alif, samiun. Daraba, add alif, daribun. Just to put the tanween at the end, it becomes the isme fa'il. The second type of isme mushtaq is called isme maf'ul. When you add mim in the beginning and the waw before the last letter of a verb, it becomes fa'il. Just like zalama, mazlumun, nasara, mansurun, fataha, maftuhun, samia, masmu'un, daraba, madrubun. The third one called isme zarf. Isme zarf actually show time or place. They are called isme zarf makan, showing the place. Isme zarf zaman, showing the time. How they are made? Just add the mim in the beginning and tanween at the end. From jama, majmu'un. From dakhala, madkhulun. From jalasa, majlisun. From nazala, manzilun. And in the same way, from kabara, makbaratun. The fourth type of isme mushtaq is the isme tabdil. Isme tabdil is the comparative tense. Yes, it's QC6. QC4 class will be at 5 o'clock. You can join the class at 5 for the QC1 English. Okay. Isme tafdeel, it is azlam. We add hamza in the beginning of the verb. Just zalama, azlamu. Nasara, ansuru. Fataha, aftahu. Samiya, asmau. Daraba, adribu. Kabara, akbaru. The fifth one is called sifa mushabba. Sifa mushabba is actually adjective. Just it is on the pattern of fa'ilun, sharifun, nasirun, jamilun, samiun, tahirun. The sixth one is called isme mubalgha. Isme mubalgha is the superlative degree. When superlative degree come, just like zalamun, ghafarun, fatahun, samaun, darabun. And the seventh one is called isme ala, mean the tool. It's actually tool. Just like miftahun, that is key. Misbahun, again it's the fan. Mizanun, the balance. Midrabun, that which is used for the some mechanics instrument. Mirwahun, the fan. So now we come to the ism file. Such a ism which shows the meaning of a work. In Salasi Mujarrad, the three-letter verbs, what do? We add alif. Just like Fataha, Fatihun, Nasara, Nasirun, Daraba, Daribun, Samiya, Samiun. In Salasi Mazid Fi, what is the rule? We add ilamat mim, place mim by removing the ilamat mudare, and we put kasra placing below for it the ilamat mudare, and place the tanween on the last letter on lam kalma. Just like such a what is Islam? Muslimun. We put the mim in the beginning, and before the last letter put it the kasra, and put it the tanween at the last letter lam, so it becomes muslimun. In the same way, muallimun. Now the ism maf'ul. Ism maf'ul is such a ism which gets the effect of a fail. In Salasi Mujarrad, how we make? We put a mim in the beginning and waw before the last letter. Just like from Fataha, maftuhun, Nasara, mansurun, Daraba, madrubun, Sami'a, masmu'un. And in case of the Salasi Mazid Fi, what we do? We put the mim with Dhamma in the beginning, and before the last letter we put the Fatah. So it becomes the maf'ul. Ism maf'ul for the Mazid Fi. For we place the mim by removing the ilamat mudare. Place fatah before above before the last letter, and place tanween on the lam kalma. Just like we say muslamun, and we say muallamun. If we have kasra, it's fine, muslim, muallim. If we have fatah, muslim, muallam. That becomes the maf'ul in mazid fi. The next one is sifa mushabbah. Is made from the Salasi Mujarrad only, describes the adjective permanence or the abundance of some act. Generally, the ism fail means the doer. Sometimes the ism maf'ul also comes in the meaning of the object, just like katilun, maktulun. Now, sifa mushabbah few patterns. Fa'lun pattern, example is sahlun. Fa'alun pattern, hasanun is the example. Fa'alun pattern, example is jabbanun. Fu'alun pattern, example is shuja'un. Fi'lun pattern, the example is milhun. Milhun, salt. Af'alu pattern, ahmaru, red. Fa'ilun pattern, karimun, kind. Now the next one is sifa mushabba. The basic meanings of the doubtful adjective is the same as that of the subject, only in the sense of continuity of the intensity. Words that have a color or a flavored meanings will always be suspect. What will be the adjective that comes to the weight of the verb and the adjective is suspicious and noun is exaggerated? If the verb is coming from the imperative, meaning the amr, then the adjective is doubtful. For example, karimun, azimun. If the transitive verbs comes with a noun, with the weight of the verb, the noun will be exaggerated. Just like samiun, alimun. If the transitive noun is on the weight of the verb, but its meaning is not that of the verb. On the other hand, if the noun has an object meaning, such as noun will be called as suspicious attributes despite being a transitive verb, just like katilun, zabihun. The nouns that are exaggerated by these rules are also included in the adjective. Because Allah's self is eternal, similarly his attributes are also eternal. So names that were being exaggerated names according to the rules are being used for Allah. Such names due to respect are called adjectives, exaggerations, adjectives. Now the isme mubalagha. Such noun in which an attribute is more or a fail is to be described in abundance, having in excess. It is also formed only by triadic discrete afal, and its weights are as shown. Falanun, the example Rahmanun. Fa'alun, the example Alamun. Fa'ilun, the example Alimun. Fa'ulun, the example Ghafurun. Fa'alatun, the example Alama. Fu'ulun, the example is Subuhun. So they all are isme mubalagha. They show the attributes described is in abundance or more than others. Then come isme makan. Isme makan is actually such a noun which shows some place. Just like maf'alun pattern, example is maktabun, masnahun. They come from the bab nasara, samia, fataha, and karuma. The next pattern is maf'ilun, the ain kalma with kasra. Example is majlisun, masjidun. They come from the bab of daraba and bab of hasiba. The third one was mafa'latun, feminine, just like maktabatun, madrasatun. They come again and again. Note in mazid fi, isme zarf is like the isme maf'ul. Now isme zarf, which shows the time and place. Maf'alun, maktabun, masnaun, majlisun, masjidun, maktabun, madrisatun. So that was. Now we come isme makan, such a noun which gives the meaning of workplace or the time. In Salasi Mujarrad, just they come on three patterns. Maf'alun, ain fatah, maf'ilun, and the example is madkhul, mad makhruj. Then the maf'il with ain kasra, example is masjid and mu'addun. And mufa'ala, example is madrisa and maktabat. In mazid fi, how the isme makan is made will be on the pattern of isme maf'ul. Isme ala. Isme ala also come in the pattern of mif'alun, just like mis'adun, mibradun, and mif'alun pattern, just like miftahun, misbahun, mifalatun, mirwahatun, mibratun. So these are the example of ismi alam. No ismi tafdeel. It comes on the pattern afal, afalu. It's superlative degree. Akbaru, aksaru, arhamu, azlamu. Ism tafdeel is made only from the slasi mujarrad. They are not made from mazid fi. It is used to tell superlative or superlative degree or the comparisons of the things. Next, ism tafdeel, it is made from the slasi mujarrad verb, gives the meanings of comparisons on the highest degree or superlative degree, just like af'alu is the pattern. When ism khair is translated as better, then it is also ism tafdeel. Its plural come as ikhyarun, khair akhyarun, ikhyarun, sorry, or akhyarun, ikhyarun or akhyarun. When ism shar is used, translated as worst, then it is also ism tafdeel. Its plural come as ashrarun or ishrarun. Note any noun that comes sometimes that does or receive the effect of a noun is an adjective. In the primary sense, if there is no additional sense of intensity, multiplicity, comparison, or continuity, we'll call ism fa'il and ism maf'ul. If there is any additional meaning, the noun will fall into a special type of derivations. If the meanings of abundance or intensity, then the noun is ism mubalgha. If the meaning is continuous, then the attribute is sifa mushabba. If the meaning of comparison occurs, then the name is ism tafdeel. Let's to pray. May Allah help us to recite, understand, ponder, implement, propagate, and memorize the Quran. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika. نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفر ونتوب إليك. اللهم اغفر لنا قبل الموت وارحمنا عند الموت ولا تعذبنا بعد الموت ولا تحاسبنا يوم القيامة إنك على كل شيء قدير. Allah Hafiz. If you people have any questions, your questions are welcome.
Sir, in the slide of Isme Jamid, can you please open the slide of Isme Jamid?
You are not from this course, I see.
Yes, but sir, I understand all the things.
This is an English advanced level class. You misplace yourself here.
Sir, I understand all the things. You can ask me any question.
Sister, class students, they have the right to ask, but not the outsiders, because the class student, they are already following the things regularly. So when there is something for them, we go for them. Anyhow, the ism jamid is such a ism which neither derived from something or something is not derived from it. So that is called ism jamid. Yeah.
Yes,
So
sir. Sir, my question was there is a word written waladun. So waladun, it means that we can't make any verb from out of it. Isme Jamid, does it mean that we can't make any verb out of it?
waladun is not a ism jamid.
It's written here,
Yes,
waladun.
this when we say waladun in the sense of a person, individual, then no verbs derive it. But when we say walada, walada is a verb. From that verb, when you derived walada yaladu, lid, walid, maulud, wilada. So look, in all the 6 key, there is no walad. Walada verb, walada yalidu lid, walidun mauludun waladatun. So walad is not derived in that table of the walada verb. So waladun is a jamid. But of course, there are certain verbs on the pattern. Just like you can say Rajala, Yarjulu, Irjil, Rajilun, Marjulun, Rajalun. Rajalun is the come as a masdar. But here Rajulun is not come in that table. So these words, they are different and they are fixed. They are called fixed. They can't be converted into any verb or noun or some. They are not derived from something. They are just used by the linguistic, mean the original natives. They use them as such. They have, for example, when the language was started in some group or tribes or some nations, they place something's name. They say, okay, this is kalam. Now that is fixed. That is called jami. But if they say kalama, kalama, yaklamu, iklam, kalim, muklum, iklam, or kalimun. I don't know the exact even the table for that. So that words exist, but it is not with the kalam. It is kara'a, yakrau, ikra. And then Qari'un, Makrun or Qratun, that is coming on the pattern of Kalam. Kalam is itself, as such, it is coming from the day one and it will remain day till last as such Kalam, that is Jamid. Nothing can be derived from that.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Yes, Khair, you.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Alaikum salam, yes, sister.
I want to know about lam al-nafi jinsi. How can I understand it when I see it in the sentence? I didn't understand how can I recognize it in the sentence?
Lame,
Lam al-nafi jinsi.
Lam Nafi Jansi is come Lame. Nafi Jans. Okay. When the la come after before the ism which is having a fatha, that is called lam nafi jins. Just like la ilaha illa the illa la illa is having a fatha, because this is, and the same way we say la rayba fi, la rayba fi. Again, there is a fatha on that due to la. So la is negating. It is negating for everything. La shaitana. No shaitan. Mean all kind of shaitan they are excluded. Ilah. All Allah has been excluded from that. That is called la nafi jins. La nabiya badi. No nabi at all after me. That is lame nafi jins. All the nabi now will be negated after Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. La nabiya min badi. No nabi after me.
Now I understand that. That means يعني كل الاسم بعد لام.
بعد لام
مفتوح.
the ism is mansoob.
منصوبة نعم.
Mansoob. La nabiya badi. La ilaha. La shaitana. La insa. Anyone when is representing some that can say the class, they are when representing some class or some kind of group, and this ism if has the nas after the la, that is called la nafi jins. Mean whole that kind is excluded from that.
نعم شكرا جزاك الله خيرا.
Okay, let's say the prayer. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika, nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Allahumma ighfir lana qabla al-maut warhamna inda al-maut وارحمنا عند الموت ولا تحاسبنا يوم القيامة إنك على كل شيء قدير. Allah Hafiz. See you next week.